All right, sassy pants. Where are we? Can we can't even get back up the way. Oh, yes, we can. Sort of. Okay, what are you people doing out here? By the order of Commander Terabade, we are searching the city and helping the wounded. The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post, no matter what happens. The Eagle Watch will not abandon its post, no matter what happens. Good for y'all, not abandoning your post. Why is my dragon stuck up there?
Something's wrong with the spell here.
Something's wrong with the spell. That was so sassy. This is not a great looking group of... What is this? A fighter? A cleric? Can I have horns like that? Is that a helmet? A wizard? Why did that use all his turn? He could have still moved. Whatever. Alright, Barb. Let's go get the wizard. Or he does wizardy things. Like that cleric just did. It's fine, the cleric didn't barely matter. There's that one little zap going.
Demand your blood. Into the fray.
Into the fray, yes. Let us loot. Probably heal the horses. We need to... Oh, Barb. Some of these on you. Oh, it takes it off her belt. It's a nice little... Do you get one too? I see you have scrolls. You can't really see. Okay. Now that everybody is slightly cured. Where do I want to go? Let's go up. Or not. Now what did we trigger? Oh, was it the swarm? No, the swarms aren't over here. I don't know what we're triggering. This is so messy. Like, what is all this? Oh, there's a house. Okay, let's go in the house. Oh, there's a religion check. The fire was no accident. It looks like the work of a Brimorak, a pyromanic demon. Oh, well, I'm glad somebody succeeded in their religion check for that. Okay, what's in this house? Probably more demons. Who knows? Everything has had demons so far. Oh, wait, I remember this house. Why didn't you attack him? Who are we on, Camalia?
Cover me.
Distract them for me.
Okay, what are we still fighting against? Oh, this guy over here. Oh, the pyromantic demon. Good for us. Ooh, what is this? Piece of a holy symbol. A fragment of a gold buckle that once adorned the belt of an unknown warrior. A true antiquities expert could reveal more about the buckle. Signet of House Vespertillo. Personal. No effect. Spell resistance. What is this? Once per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get a +5 circumstance bonus to the chosen skill checks for 1 hour. The owner must have this token equipped for the duration of the effect or it will be dispelled. Well, that's kind of neat. Let's see. Crusader Berengir's letter home. Shin, beloved brother of mine. For the first time in recent weeks, I have found a few spare minutes to write a message for you, friends, and family. Your restless brother Berengir is not dead and gone. Quite the opposite. I'm alive and glad for this chance I've gotten. By joining the Crusader ranks, I've truly found my place for the very first time. Can you imagine? I can already hear your disapproving retort. Berengir, that scoundrel. He now thinks himself a hero. But, believe it or not, these days my intentions are further from any esteemed titles or glory than ever before. I joined the Crusaders out of boredom, out of horrible melancholy that clouded my mind and filled it with dark thoughts. But for some reason, a slacker and a drunk such as I, who has done nothing worthwhile in his whole life, happened to gain the favor of the resplendent Iomade. On the 15th day of battle, surrounded by her loyal devotees, stained up to my elbows in demon blood, I gave in to my comrades' influence and offered a prayer to the inheritor. And my prayers were answered. From that day onward, I was not just a crusader. I was a paladin of Iomade, able to smite abyssal monsters with the power lent to me by the divine. Will you even recognize me, Shin, should I return home? I've changed. I can feel it myself. Iomade gave my life purpose, offered me a weapon to slay the enemies of Galarian. By the inheritor's name, I won't betray her trust. Please, send my heartfelt regards to our poor mother and show her this letter. Visit Father's grave for me and never forget about me. They're sounding the horns again, demons spotted. Be well, Shin. May Iomade's blessings be with you. Your brother, Berengir. Aww. He has found Iomade. We have found a scimitar. Not quite as exciting as Iomade. What kind of face is that? All right,
Everything
then.
has a price.
surrender, or else.
Vermlick? Ew, ew, did it just spit? No, it tried to bite. It also hurt Light, or not hurt Lion, it hurt Woljef.
Stab their backs.
I think he's stuck in a sign. Feels appropriate for an archer, hiding behind something, right? Yeah, Meatloaf.
Time to share your treasures.
Meatloaf has no cares for you. So what is this? This is blocked off. Okay. So we need to go back over somewhere. Here? Here. Oh, they're freaking out. How are they supposed to get? I guess this way? What? No, because they couldn't go under here, right? It wouldn't let them? Yeah, it doesn't let them. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, let's go back down then. I'm so confused. It looks like you're supposed to go over there. Okay, back down. I don't know why everybody's huddling over there. It's kind of weird.
Precisely.
Precisely.
I will help where I can.
No, she can't do that.
I'll loot your corpse.
You are today's sacrifice!
This... Okay, that's a Cambion. Oh, I don't have the arrows on. It kind of looks like a Minotaur.
No glory without risk.
Let's put the arrows back on.
Endure this.
Don't hit Ember. She is very special.
for their hearts.
It's all your fault.
Or Woljif. That was not good. Do we have nobody that can make potions? Did I not buy a potion kit? I bought a spell kit or something. Oh geez, everything's all... Where is that stuff anyways? Is it this? An alchemist kit. This kit allows you to create potions of 1 level spells. So I probably need something higher, or nobody can craft spells. Or nobody can craft potions. Let me phrase that. It's a lot of knives. Oh, hey, it's the mongrels. Hi, guys. What's up? The young mongrels stand before you, their gaze roaming, the demon blood drying on their lumpen faces. During the encounter with Hosilla and demon Savamalech, you allowed the blood rage to take over you. Okay, and this is going to have bad consequences, probably. They were more talkative before, just as hungry, though. Lan slowly takes his bow off his shoulder. Careful not to make any sudden movements. Get out of here, kids. I don't want to shoot you. Get lost. Oh, man, what did I do? What did I do to them to make them like this? I feel like I'm gonna insult Lan when I do this too, but hey, you tainted freaks, did you forget what I did to Hasilla? I'll do the same to you, even if you don't fall in line. March into the shield maids and don't come out until you hear me arrive. Even you lumps will be useful in the fight for the Grey Garrison. Oh my gosh, the Mongo with the growth inside of an eye. Oh, instead of an eye, hisses at you. Then bows his head in submission, the rest follow suit. Oh, what did I do to these poor guys? I'm so sorry, Lan. I turned your people into husks or something. I don't know what happened to them. I did an unholy thing and it turned them into unholy things. What? Okay. That's a saint. The bodies have a variety of wounds. One is covered in burns, others have weapon or claw marks. It is safe to say, or it is safe to assume that they were decapitated post-mortem. Well, I had nothing to do with that. That's not my fault. You can't blame me for that one. Can we go over here? No, there's nothing over here. What was the point of going over here? I feel like maybe we need to go back over here and go over here. Oh, I also missed some loot. Let's go. Side trip. No, that's to exit the area. We don't want to do that. Let's go back up.
This is my kind of work.
Oh, I'm glad you found that. Oh yeah, because there's swarms down there that we have to take care of. Oh yeah, where's that loot? Over here? I somehow missed it over here. Oh, it was behind the building. Let's see, there's a book. Stories told to us by spirits, the knight with harrowed hands. No, we've already read this. That's something new. Oh no. Oh no. That's where he is? Oh. I'm sorry? I can't see you. Okay, there we go. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? Still. Yeah. The face of this golden curled Aasimar. Oh, is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in this stern old man. Oh, you're still talking. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now, when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose acts of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here, surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's on your say-so, then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you, I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Trundle died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Hulrun peers at Lan with suspicion. Lan, at your service. The mongrel ducks his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Cockatrice my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before? Ah, it must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel? You obviously know human speech, surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Cockatrice from the demons. What are you doing? A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor in this city. Hulrun Shapok. Yes. Prelate of Cockatrice by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, and the city's defender against threats from within and without. So every time I say Galfrey, I have to laugh because I have, if you've ever played the first KOTOR, the aliens say something that's like their alien language has something really close to Galfrey, and you have to sit there and listen to them just while you're reading the text say this, whatever this word is, over and over again. And it's, yeah, that's stuck in my brain. And, as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden-haired Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramien of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruins. Wise Hulrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I put it off and I put it off, and look where it has led us. I should have you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arili Verlesh while they had the chance, there never would have even been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize the scum. Prelate, see reason. These are fighting times, but threatening to hang someone without trial? That is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. The old man fixes his eyes on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. I think this is a perfect time to Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Canabras. I am no enemy of yours. Am I? Okay. The old man frowns and whispers something. A prayer or a spell? With each word, his face relaxes. You are telling the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger. And later, under less factitious circumstances, I would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. Now I must deal with this filth once and for all. And what precisely are you accusing Ramien of, Inquisitor? Treason! Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the ward stone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Hulrun is trembling with fury. The ward stone of Canabras, the gift from an Iomade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald, the first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess try to meddle with it using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams? My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramien got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life. And now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now where was it? Ah, yes, from Stoughton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second, and I was right. Well, don't lay a finger on him, or you'll have to answer to me. The Aasimar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop. You are defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? Ramien looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Hulrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Warstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong? As always. With a wave of his hand, the Aasimar vanishes. Thwarted. He fled, the heretic. He's no doubt expecting me to rush off in pursuit, but that won't work on me. Hulrun turns his attention to you. What about you? If you truly have been marked out for a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I am most certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the Wardstone is clear proof. Ramien must be captured. You know, I think you have it backwards. I think that you are unknowingly being controlled by the demons. Since, you know, you stopped them from trying to help the Wardstone and all that mess. But you know, what do I know? I'm just a half vampire. Well, let's talk to this crazy man. I see you suffered greatly in battle. Nonsense. I had to deal with a brood of Nabasus. It was nothing. I've taken on worse enemies with the goddess's help. Nabasus are all also known as death demons, have the ability to drain their victims' life force. Judging by Hulrun's pallor, he has lost a significant amount of his energy. The Inquisitor can bluster as much as he wants, but right now he's far from the peak of his abilities. Ooh. Mayhap we stab him in the back? No, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Why are you obsessed with finding enemies everywhere you look? Why? You must not be from these parts, or you wouldn't have asked such a question. I look for enemies everywhere because our enemies are everywhere. Who are we at war with? Demons. Demons and cultists. They are masters of deception. They worm their way into your favor and masquerade in all manner of false guises. Do you think Dresden was taken by force? No, by trickery. Were it not for me, Cockatrice would have gone the same way long ago, captured out from under our noses. Now listen to what I'm about to tell you. This was a long time ago. I was very young then, and I had just joined the Crusade. Back then, Cockatrice didn't have a garrison so much as a public thoroughfare. Anyone who wanted could just stroll into the city. One day at dawn, a group of refugees came up to the city gates, bold as brass. The guards let them in, and why not? For no one was ever turned away. It was no matter. Everyone was welcome in our city. If you came from Mendev, or if you'd hauled yourself here from across the seas, the Crusade accepted all and sundry. But on this occasion, we paid dearly for our laxity. Just as soon as those innocent lambs entered the city, they transformed into demons and rushed toward the wardstone, slaughtering everyone who tried to stop them. 62 people died in less than a minute. The demons used their mutilated corpses to desecrate the obelisk. None of them dared to go near it. The light of the goddess burned them all. So they threw the blood from afar, spattering the wardstone from every direction. And the lead demon, an eyeless beast, Minaga was her name, jeered and gloated, saying we mortals had been sitting ducks. And the creature was right, too. We let our guard down, and we got what we deserved. That bloodbath came to be known as the Red Morning Massacre, and it was burned into our townsfolk's memory. Since then, Cockatrice has adopted different practices. Heretics, cultists, spies, all the rabble who coveted Aurelia's glory. We drove them all out of the city. We haven't had any trouble here since. Many have come here, even the Baylor Karamzadeh. Who is Karamzadeh? Is one of Discari's most powerful generals, but his personal might is not the only reason why he possesses such a threat in combat. They call him the World Wound Strategist, for he is the shrewdest general among demonkind. Not too long ago, he oversaw one of the most successful assaults on Cockatrice and nearly destroyed the Wardstone, an achievement that only Lord Discari himself was able to claim in the end. Okay, but the Wardstone is still standing, so neither of you did it. And they have all been sent straight back to where they came from, or else they were killed for their trouble. You see, Discari himself had to crawl out of the abyss and come here, the goddess curse him, in order to break through our defenses. And what did he do? He left again, and we're still fighting. And now that is what vigilance and discipline can do. Oh my gosh. Did Ramien really warn you about the attack? Those crazed Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they'd said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a treasonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have been only too happy to listen. Desna, also known as the Great Dreamer, Lady Luck, and Mother Moon, goddess of dreams, luck, stars, and travelers, is among the most ancient of deities. While her peers burdened themselves with the task of creating Galarian, she spent her time building the heavens. She knew that there would be plenty of time for her and her followers to explore the many wonders of the world later. She has changed little since those early days, and she and her followers delight in exploring the world. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Iomade forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated. But instead, I simply increased the surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the Wardstone with unknown magic. And not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Discari's hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Ramien covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else could he be but a traitor and a heretic? Well, there is nothing dangerous in that hole, I can tell you that. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself that you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that these passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Thank you, Kinma. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why we'll be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, we'll be ready for them. Final question, dear Prelate. Where can I find Ramien? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous little rat he is. And I'll be sitting, trembling, waiting till he's dragged out of there. Ooh, with the Prelate after you, that seems the only simple sensible thing to do. It's what I'd do. I'm sure lots of things sound sensible to you. And it works too. As you can see, I'm still alive. Alright guys, let's go. Go on then, if you have to. It'd be good if you could return with the head of that scum. Ember peers intently at Hulrun. I remember you. When Father and I arrived at the city, you met us. What is this gibberish? As if I have nothing better to do than to arrange meetings with vagrants. But it's true. You and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Don't you remember? If you were burned, then it was with good reason. You say some traitor helped you escape from the fire? That is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. If it weren't for the invasion, I would review your case and see that your sentence was finally fulfilled. You don't even remember her. You're lucky that we have more important matters to deal with right now. Okay, your idea of importance is very skewed. You're not going to burn Ember at the stake again because you have to guard this hole. We're being invaded. And again, you think this hole is better than going out and like actually fighting the invaders. I don't get this. He didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. Ember smiles broadly and draws a large, bushy mustache in the air with her finger. He probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. He just really, really wanted to protect his city. Only he got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Hulrun, you sent an innocent child to be burned at the stake? Don't you want to ask for forgiveness? Hardly. Anyone can look innocent. How did this girl manage to survive the fire? Because that guy pulled her out of the fire. And what about the crow that's always flying around her? Okay, you say you don't remember her, but you notice the crow flying around her. And I advise you to take a closer look at this innocent little lamb of yours. If you ask me, she looks highly suspicious indeed. Oh, bless you, Ember. You forgive him? After what he did to you? After what he's saying? You thought he was doing what was right. How do you know? Maybe you've done something thinking it was a good thing, but you were really doing a bad thing that hurt someone. But what if I've done the same thing? You can't get angry at people for making mistakes when you might be no better than them. Everybody is skewed in this thing. Ember. Tying people to a stake and burning them is not a mistake. That is a conscientious choice to do bad. Okay, anyways, let's go. Yes, let's go. Bye-bye, kind knight. She waves to Hulrun with a carefree smile. Hulrun grimaces and turns away. Ugh, you guys are exhausting. The dirt trap beneath the mongrel's claws suggests that he was clinging to the wall. You killed my mongrel friends? Okay, that was a long conversation. The mongrel's face is screwed up tightly, his bloodied fangs broken. You literally did. You killed all my mongrel friends. Okay, we need to stay away from over here. As much as we possibly can.
Obstacle.
No. What did I get in a battle? Oh, okay. What else did I get in battle with? Oh, okay, a giant centipede. No. Okay, more giant centipedes. I can handle that. Okay, I lied. They're creatures in the abyss. They're creatures in the hole. Oh, can the creatures from the hole quit attacking me now? I just want to see what's over here. Oh my gosh. Can we go down here? We can. I want to go over here. What are you guys doing? Hi. Oh, it's these guys. Wait a minute. What? I made a circle. I also still miss some. Oh, no, wait, we don't want to go there. This is not a good place. We're gonna go here. Yeah. Or we can go over here. Oh, but I missed something up here too. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, I never looted. After I had to replay all that. We're just gonna wait for them to get over here. Hopefully they don't trigger any accidents. Oh, actually, where is that church? Over here. Hey, I see him. The golden-curled Aasimar greets you with a graceful bow. So, you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I'm at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you to hear me out first. Alright. Why are you and Hulrun feuding? I don't really care about anything right now. Oh, I'm not feuding with him. I sincerely wish only the best for the man. In an ideal world, he'd be far away from the front lines, enjoying a peaceful retirement. But even if that isn't possible, I've always tried to help him fulfill the mission he has taken upon himself, and to which he has proved fatally ill-suited, protecting Cockatrice against the demons. Unfortunately, he is convinced that the followers of Desna are heretics and saboteurs. He refused to listen to me, and it was only the knightly orders that deterred him from including us in this witch hunt. Now, there's clearly no one left to stand in his way. He is finally free to get rid of us once and for all. Wow. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy's ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Hulrun brushed them off as meaningless reveries, and, well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams. But even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna and are always worthy of attention. The Prelate, and all the Crusade leaders for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Cockatrice. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown. According to him, the wardstone in our city, the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the Prelate did not wish to listen to the Storyteller either. We're lucky he wasn't burnt at the we're lucky he wasn't burnt at the stake. Yeah, he seems to like doing that, doesn't he? Burning people. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved this city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. Well, not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters. But here, in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. Okay, well, tell me about the strange rituals that were being performed on the wardstone. Ramien looks slightly abashed. When my attempts to open Hulrun's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I have never demanded an iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them, I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want, and you don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. You've really got it made. Oh, for pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others? What kind of forward thinking is this? These are not children we are discussing here. They are grown adults endowed with their own free will, praise the goddess. Of course, we all help one another, but in the final reckoning, each of us decides how we will act, and each must answer for those choices. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Hulrun, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dreams. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the Prelate's dungeons, and quite likely death. Oh, is there any chance you can resolve your conflict? I don't know. Hulrun's faith is truly formidable. Not only his faith in Iomedae, but in his own infallibility. In other words, he's as hard-headed as a rock troll. But even so, Desna teaches us to never lose hope. Talk to him. Try to explain that we are fighting on the same side. If he attacks you, disarm him, bind his hands, but I beg you, if at all possible, please do not kill him. All right, well, why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer? Because people might need help, and they will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck, while Cockatrice is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attack. All right, well, we will go talk to the prelate again. Wait, 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongfully accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Hulrun. They will not rest until they find them. If there's anything else you can do to save Cockatrice, please do it. Oh, hey. Stranger, wait. You spared Ramien despite what that mad Inquisitor told you. The young voice comes from nowhere. Oh, hang on, I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Hulrun's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. Oh, so you're one of the Desnan adepts that tried to break into the wardstone? Yes, I am Ikes, or Ilks, I like Ilks, cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in the dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demon's plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Cockatrice and do something terrible to our wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Prelate Hulrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw up our hands and pull back or take action, even though it cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand by in the face of such a deadly threat? Okay, what were you planning to do to the wardstone? The young man hesitates. Our plan was to get to it and then follow our instincts. There were 3 of us, a cleric, a mage, and a bard. Between us, we know a lot. We're capable of a great deal. If we'd had enough time, I'm sure we could have figured out what's wrong with the wardstone and how to heal it. But they didn't give us time. Yes, the local commanders got roped into dealing with this. Some idiot kids trying to break into the wardstone, apparently some of ours, but who even knows these days? Seela sighs. I know there's no evil in you. I can sense things like that. But what you did was so stupid and impulsive. Someone could have got hurt. I know from experience. So you lot decided that you needed to do something right away. So you did something right away. Great work. Lynn gives a sarcastic round of applause. Look at you go. Oh, like the city authorities could have done a better job. They weren't going to do a thing, even though it sounds like they knew about the danger. All they knew was that some crazies had some weird dreams. But anyway, it's a little late to be trying to pin blame on people. Yeah, how did y'all come up with that plan? How could we not come up with that plan? You sense the young man's temper rising. Listen, Desna is the goddess of luck. But luck, as many lay people would understand it, and luck as we, the followers of the music of the spheres, see it, are far from the same thing. Other people believe that luck is something good that falls into your lap just because, like a generous but unearned reward. We see luck as a fundamental law of creation, according to which even in the darkest hour of the most hopeless situation, a chance of rescue and change for the better can arise. But you've got to seize this chance when it presents itself, or better yet, create your own. Followers of Desna are not people who like idleness and inaction. That's why when Cockatrice was in trouble, we did as our goddess had taught us. We took the matter into our own hands and tried, in a moment of desperation, to pluck our chance from the hands of fate itself. You were trying to help. Can they punish you if you were trying to help? Is that allowed? Girl, think about what happened to you. Sometimes it's even necessary. How could a zealot like Hulrun become the respected defender of Cockatrice? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else, and that's why they are prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocence. Also, Hulrun hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leoder, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Hulrun trusts him completely, and Leoder always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leoder left Cockatrice in pursuit of some particularly vicious hags 2 weeks before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Hulrun attack Ramien. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get to the Wardstone. They'd all be in a cell right now. Oh my gosh. Whose voice have you been hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard it, heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her, except that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the abyss. Or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming just like Hulrun. We decided to trust the voice, and seeing Cockatrice devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had the truth on their side. So where are your fellow worshippers, and how many of them are there? Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors who were chasing us. Okay, well, do you need help? Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. Oh, that sounds great. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal. Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. It will only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please find them and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what is to come from the demons. Okay, well, good luck to you. Go. May Desna be with you, stranger. May Desna be with us all. Okay, where is that exit? Now what? Why did you take away my map? Rude. Into my pocket.